my stomach's in knots, and we're all hurting. And the one thing that that I'm reminded, though, in times like this, and you've heard me say this before. I mean, I made an advanced decision a long time ago. I'm never going to let any situation, circumstance, event, or person drive a wedge between me and what I love and who I love. And baseball is something that we do love, and it is an important part of our lives. It's huge to our city, our community, this region, Royals fans around the country, people that appreciate who we are and what we're about. And I think it's just another way for us to, during this difficult time, is how can we continue to try to honor the vision of ownership, this community, and represent the very best we can during a very challenging time. And so that's what we're going to try to do. I will say this, that I think both sides are working very hard, and to do everything that they can. They all care deeply, and the details of what's being discussed. I mean, you all read about that, so forth. But I just want to assure you and and our fans that we understand what their frustration is, and we feel the same frustration, and we're going to come out better because of this, and we'll be stronger for it. And but it's hard for all of us to say that opening day is not going to happen at this point.
Somebody who's a baseball fan who maybe doesn't get wrapped up in these details and CBT and all these other things just looks at it and says, spring training games have been canceled, season opening series has been canceled, home opening series have been canceled, and then wants to know where the place blame or just why this is happening. What would be your explanation to them about why we're in this place?
Yeah, that's a great question. And my first thought, Lynn, is simply just to say I'm sorry we are where we are. And you mentioned it. We spring training, and our spring training cities, and of course you and I were just together in Surprise, and we know how important baseball is to that community this time of year. That's hurtful. And I think that the first thing is you got to show empathy and compassion towards our fans and those who are rely on their business and the economics of their family through this game. And so, but I mean, I can't control a lot of the things, and I don't really get myself wrapped up into the business side of baseball, as you know. And but I do know it's the greatest game in the world. It is so important for our communities, not only the major league team, but baseball at all levels. And I think that every mom and dad, every grandparent, every aunt and uncle should understand the importance of what baseball teaches a young person about leadership and growth, and what it prepares them for in the future. And so all of us that played the game at some level understand what baseball teaches us, and softball. And so I would just encourage our young players and our young people just to continue to pursue it. Don't get caught up in the business side of baseball, because when you get caught up in the business side as a young player, it robs you of your incentive. It takes away the innocence. It can drive a wedge between you and your commitment level, and you start thinking about other things that are robbing you of your focus, and you're just not going to be the player that you can be when you're focused on things like that. So that would be my that would be my advice. Just focus on, just playing the game and learning as much as you can, and the life lessons that baseball teaches you, and don't get caught up into, the business side of it. Just go play the game. Just go play. And I'm talking to the youth, I'm talking to the young kids in our community, and that love this game. And Kansas City's different. And this community is, as we all know, is a unbelievable sports town. And people love the Royals, and their summer activities are planned around Royals games. And so we understand that. John Sherman understands that. That's why John Sherman wanted so deeply to purchase this team, because he understands that this team has a special place in the history of this community, and the future of this community, and the uniting of people in this community. And it's a much bigger purpose than just going out and playing baseball games.